Y'all roll out, nigga. Yeah. See this here full of straight baller, niggas. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
June bug on their ass.
Shit, he on it early. All right, folks.
I'm tired.
We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm Rob.
Yes.
He's Rick.
Yo.
It's the Captain's Log Podcast and YouTube show. Was good. Good evening. Good night. Happy Monday.
2 weeks.
All right, so let's address that.
We ain't got to address shit. Like, no,
Yeah, let's address it for the audience. So we didn't record last week. You know what I'm saying? We had the shit set up, but had a little family emergency. You know what I'm saying? My pops had some fluid on his lungs. You know what I'm saying? So I get a group text. It's a picture of him. He got his face covered up and he got his shirt off. I was like, why is my father chest out like this? You know what I'm saying? So get off work.
Why are you making this funny?
Rush up to the hospital. I went up to United Medical or Greater Southeast as you know, formerly known. I get there, he walking out the door. So I'm like, nigga, you gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, I knew he was coming to get me. So I'm taking him home, and he like, stop, Ray, I need to get some beer. So obviously he doesn't give a shit about nothing that happened because he's still back to his old self. He said he was gonna stop smoking, but whatever. So that's why we didn't record. By the time I got home, it was like 7:55. I was like, I'm in no condition. But we back. We good to go. We still gonna carry on what we had last week to this week, and we're gonna add a few things too, and we can go from there. But first off, how was your weekend?
It was all right, bro. It was just tiring. Tiring. I'm still tired. I drove to Jersey and back today.
I don't know, bro. They had to give me the rental. You know they used to get a military dudes. They used to give you the old Dodge Stratus.
Oh yeah,
They used to give you the Stratus.
No, I mean that
was a recruiter mobile.
We had one
or the Sebring.
We had one rental vehicle, but me being a good NCO that I am, I let my troops have it. You know what I mean? We had two different chalks that left. We got some people, they got kids, got to go to daycare and school, so some could leave earlier than others. So I left that back for them. I just got in the whip and go because I like to be able to leave when I'm ready to go. That's why I prefer to drive everywhere.
Understood.
Because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. But I mean, it was all right, just busy. What about you?
Well, I had allergies. Apparently, at this late stage of my life, I have allergies all of a sudden.
Yep.
So at these new allergies, you remember you got allergies back in the day? You just probably couldn't breathe a little bit. You know what I mean? You just be snotted up. You can still keep it moving. Now allergies is like the new flu.
Put your ass down.
So I was sick the whole weekend. So I
ain't get that new fucking monkey pox.
I ain't get the monkey pox. I ain't see no boils on my elbows or nothing. So I'm all right.
Fucking monkey pox, bitch. The world is coming to an end.
Yeah, we ain't got too much time left. But so I chilled in the house. My son has a cross game. Shout out to the Bowie Sharks. They won.
Yes, sir.
Wrong one. Shout out to the Bowie Sharks. Give him an applause for that one.
Yeah, nephew. Nephew said he was out there bodying people.
Bruh, it was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Look, I went out at like 8 and was back in the house by 10 o'clock. I was like, fuck that. I'm not being outside.
Look, the game was at 12. We had to be there. So the rule of thumb is, for those who don't have their kids in sports yet, such as football, lacrosse, soccer, shit like that, you got to have your child there 45 minutes to an hour early. That's law. So me being a good parent, decided to get my child there about 55 minutes prior, and it's just him and another child. So everyone else shows up like 15 minutes before the game. So I told him, I said, no, come sit under the tent. You're not about to cook because these motherfuckers getting here late. And he had all this shit on.
Right.
But they was real good about taking them in and out of the game.
Because it's hot.
Because it's hot. They just said wag your stick. But they played good though. Ada was playing some all-American defense. You know what I'm saying? Was giving them the little like back up with the back it up. But you know what this weather, man. You know what this means, right? You know what this weather means. Hoochie Daddy season opener.
Hoochie, you ain't there but a Hoochie Daddy. Hoorah, hoorah, Hoochie Daddy. You ain't there but a Hoochie Daddy. Hoorah, hoorah, Hoochie Daddy.
Listen. Hoochie Daddy season opener began on Friday. Do we know what Hoochie Daddy is? It's two definitions. I'm gonna read you the original.
Please enlighten me.
I'm gonna read you the original definition. And I'm gonna let you know that we don't fall in either one of these categories. What is a hoochie daddy?
Enlighten me.
A man hoe or a drunken addict male who sleeps with many different women often.
Yeah, I don't follow that.
That's what a hoochie daddy is. Now let's talk about the shorts. Hoochie daddy season is really above the knee shorts. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now they call it this because also known as above the knee shorts because they're worn to seek attention from women. I didn't know women like to see us in the shorts. I just thought it was
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with them with gray sweatpants. It's the same shit.
You're right.
Just
you're
in
right.
shorts.
You're right. You're right.
I got some hoochie daddy shorts. Wifey called my joint. She was like, "Oh, you got your little slut shorts on."
We used to call them the slutties,
Nah.
and now they done switched it. But on that
I'll
note,
be outside. She be like, "Where you go, you little slut?"
but
Shout
on
out
that
to
note,
wifey.
stand by. I have props.
Oh my god, this motherfucker. Hey, he never ceases to amaze me. Why? Like, Bobby Billy said, bust out them Ranger panties. Yeah. People don't know about them Ranger panties.
So I have props.
Oh my
You know, I like to come prepared. You know what I mean? When we
my
making
God.
announcements like this.
Oh my
So these are your
you
level.
got just
These are your level ones right here.
those are level
All right?
ones.
These are your level one hoochie daddy. These still got these little baggy. You know, these give you a little
Nigga,
bit.
those ain't no hoochie daddy shorts.
They
bro.
hoochie daddies. This for a tall nigga right here. Wife bought me these. She got them too big. So these are your traditional hoochie daddies. Swim trunks. Got your little coconuts on here. You can throw these on with a white tee and some New Balance.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely pineapple.
You get these from Target, wherever the fuck they are.
That nigga said coconuts.
You got your hood niggas. I got several pairs of these. These are your jeans.
They got those motherfucking Daisy Dukes.
Hey, let me tell you something. These are Dukes right here. You know,
Look at that guy with the Daisy Dukes.
these were your
I want you to.
these were your winter pants that they wasn't gonna make it another year. So you went and go ahead and cut them up, making some shorts. You definitely gonna be getting a lot of lower upper thigh action on here.
Oh my god.
And then we gotta go to the extreme daddies.
Extreme daddies. Yeah,
Look
those,
at that.
Those are hoochie daddy shorts.
Let me tell you something.
That has the
this-
4-inch
Listen,
inseam.
let me tell you
That's
something.
Like a 2. Nigga, those are motherfuckers.
A real nigga,
those are boy shorts.
your
nigga.
balls, you're gonna have one ball hanging out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some nut hairs poking out of the fabric right here. I mean, but if you get these with a nice little with a
Nigga,
sweet
them
little
Jones
pair,
got, hey, bro, them Jones got a 2-inch inseam.
let me tell you
bro.
something. All upper thigh lotioned up. You know what I'm saying? Scarves showing. Hoochie daddy season,
Hey,
baby.
bro, you wild, bro.
Stand by.
You wild.
That's all I got for Hoochie daddy. All right.
You wild.
But let's move on. What we got on the menu today? We're gonna be talking about the Young Thug Gunna situation. We're gonna be talking about the mass shooting in upstate New York. I know it's old, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. We're gonna do our We Own the City episode 3 and 4 recap, and we're gonna do Netflix's Our Father recap. That fucking movie is crazy if you haven't seen it. Okay, go ahead and take it away.
All right, so if you live underneath a rock and don't know what's been going on in the news with Young Thug and Gunna, they've been arrested in Atlanta, facing RICO charges. If you don't know what RICO is,
What is a RICO?
RICO is Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. So pretty much they're saying that Young Thugs, who has a record label called Young Slime Life, is YSL.
I thought it was Young Stoner.
No, it's like Young Slime Life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was his record label, but now they're classifying it as a street gang. So and they're saying that he's the active leader, right? So he's facing this RICO charge. And he's like the ringleader. Gunner, I think his is like in conspiracy to attempt a RICO. So his is like a little lesser. But Young Thug got additional 7 felony charges on top of that. So the standard sentence, right, for a RICO charge in Georgia is 5 to 20 year sentence. But now, since he has these additional charges, there's definitely more time, right? So I'm gonna tell you what these additional charges are: possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of a firearm, in commission of a felony, possession of a sawed-off shotgun, rifle, machine gun, and dangerous weapon or silencer, unlawful person employed by association with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal activity, and he has 2 more of those. So those are 7 more felony charges on top of that. So his lawyer tried to get him out on bond, right? And they was at it was a Fulton jail, but he was somewhere else prior to that. I can't remember, but he was in a county jail, and his lawyer tried to come through. It was like, hey, he's living in, inhumane conditions, blah, 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 blah. The fucking jail did a news conference showing the condition of the jail. Never in my life have I seen a jail hold a press conference and say, look how clean our jail is. Everybody's living healthy and no issues, no problem. So they debunked that. He tried to give him bond. Now they're saying that his lawyer is representing him. They're deeming him as a flight risk. So, and then something with the lawyers along the lines of conflict of interest. So that's why they're denying his bond right now, and he's not going to have another hearing until June 2nd. Gunna, on the other hand, they got him with some drug charges and the RICO shit. So, and Gunna's shit was denied too. Now, Gunna, on the other hand,
he turned himself in though, right?
Yeah, he turned himself in. Now, not saying that Young Thug doesn't do this, but Gunna is definitely known in Atlanta for giving back to his community all the fucking time. So, you got a lot of people that's going to bat for Gunna right now, more so than Young Thug. But then you got other people that's calling out other artists that should have been locked up too. Jack Harlow and others. So we'll see, man. This shit's getting interesting. Shit's getting out of control, if you ask me. But yeah, Rico shit, that's bull. Rico, they coming for your ass if they hit you with Rico charge. You know who got hit? You know the type of motherfuckers got hit with Rico charges? John Gotti, Al Capone, like motherfuckers like that. Mafia motherfuckers getting hit with Rico charges.
When you get hit for it,
you get hit
pretty much.
Yeah, fucking yeah. It's like that Rico shit is no joke.
So
bro.
how much time are we talking here?
So he can get 20 based off the 7 felony charges he got and the Rico. If he gets max, he'd be in that motherfucker for the rest of his life, bro. For the rest of his life. And then the fact that they're denying his bond and they're stacking more charges up, like the 7 felony charges came after he was already indicted.
And then
because they went through his house and did a search warrant and found all this other shit.
And then if you're doing a whole press conference in the jail to show that
he's living in fair conditions,
he living in fair conditions,
they throwing a book at that motherfucker.
That means that they probably got some.
They throwing a book at.
They got some shit that's just going to shut it down.
They throwing a book at him, bro. So Gunna charges are, I got him right here. He was denied bond on Wednesday. He can remain in jail for a while. His shit is not as bad as Young Thug, but his charges is theft by receiving stolen property, which was a gun that he had. Possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute, possession of hydrocortisone with intent to distribute, and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. And then the other charges are acts of racketeering activity, which is the RICO shit. Now, if you don't know, the reason why they have all these intent to distribute charges is based off the amount of fucking drugs that they had, which means they had to have at least over a pound or a kilo or more, or some shit or some shit. Yes.
Niggas don't fuck with the meth, bro.
But he was selling that shit or probably doing whatever.
I mean, so is this shit that they caught them doing back in the day, or this is like up to date shit?
This is up to date shit. So I think they're using everything. They're using lyrics from these motherfuckers' songs and everything to try to bring charges on their ass.
You know, you get to a point in career. Look, I get it. You know, you came from the hood, you came from the mud, you did your thing, but you made it though. So it's like, at what point do you cut that shit off? At what point do you say, look, I'm gonna still give back to my city, but I'm gonna do it from afar though. I'm gonna still cool with my mans and them, But we're gonna meet at a little location, a neutral spot where we ain't gotta worry about no shit. Can't nobody get jammed up. Don't bring none. I'm gonna provide everything. You're good.
Yeah,
Like at what point do you say I can't really be involved in shit like this no more because I'm a fucking millionaire?
now that's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, right, and I don't know what his criminal past was and all that shit before he got, before he got as big as he is. But if you got all this fucking money, why not just do the shit legal? You can, if you pay the money, you can have a short barrel rifle. You can have a machine gun. You just got to pay the ATF tax stamp. You know what I mean? You just got to pay your fees and wait. But even still, if you had felony charges or whatever the fuck that prevent you from getting a gun, and you do your time and you get your fucking record expunged, you can still, like, it's just better ways to do shit, bro. And this short shit, like, I get it, right? You can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of a nigga. Like, I get it, right? But there's a time and place for everything, especially when you got kids, a family. He already been through a lot of shit. His baby mother was killed. Like, it's just all
you got all this shit
you
in
got
your house,
all this
bro.
shit that's in your house. Like, just leave it alone. But you're a grown ass man. You made your bed, lay in it.
Yeah, Ralph Young says they've been investigating him since 2012.
Yeah, they've been stacking shit. When motherfuckers doing a RICO, okay, good shit, Ralph. Because when motherfuckers doing RICO, they stacking shit. They're watching you for years.
10 years, bro. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can say it's hard to stay straight arrow for that long, but I ain't.
I guess, but you're not gonna catch me.
All right, moving on. So, we had the mass shooting up in Buffalo, man. Shit was crazy. Young Caucasian male, 18 years old, dressed up, assault rifle, got nigga written on the fucking on the front stock of the shit, and just go in the fucking grocery store, start airing the shit out live on fucking Twitch. Then came past a white guy, stepped over him, my bad, and just went back to shooting people. Like, oh man.
I'll let you go first. Thoughts?
Well, this is a photo of the guy. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, I think he should have been dead on the scene.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen that way. That seems to be a trend. I think people are sick of it, man. I'm definitely sick of it because this be the reasons why, like a lot of people may hear me. If you follow me on my social medias, what's the thing I complain about the most? The train.
Yep.
And I always complain because it's like it's not enough police presence. You know what I'm saying? So you put us in a situation where you make all these new trains and the trains fucked up the whole time. So then you got to take all the trains off. Then you come to find out that like 80 of your operators aren't certified. So now you got to pull more operators off the train. So now the trains are taking 20, 30 minutes. And you don't have no police on the trains or on the platforms. And you got all these fucking weirdos on the train. Who's to say a dude won't come on there? You know what I'm saying?
Like
and just be like
in New York, and the dude in New York that aired the subway out.
Yeah, just be like, you know what? I'm tired of this. The whole train. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Nothing.
All we're gonna do is just dive on each other and look. Nice knowing you, stranger.
Fish in the barrel.
So to me, it's like, bruh, like we're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to have armed security or police in every establishment in the fucking country, though, because nobody can be trusted.
They can't do that. They're not gonna be able to.
I know they're not gonna be able to.
It's the easier way to do that.
What's the easier way? Well, let me before you do it. Bottom line is, he gonna fucking die in jail. Whatever time he get, he ain't gonna make it. Somebody he gonna get took the fuck out in jail. That is definitely my thoughts on that. My heart goes out to them people, man. And the video was on fucking line, bro. He got out the car and there was a lady right there. And he just dropped her ass. She just hit the fucking ground like nothing. I'm like, you just out here taking people's lives, bro. Like what do we have to do? You know what I'm saying? And then you got here's your reparations on the back. Like, are y'all really, listen, I just want to know, are y'all really, really that afraid of like being overthrown by like another race or something? This is why y'all doing that shit? Because as soon as that happened, it was another shooting in like 2 or 3 other states. Mm-hmm. So it's like, are y'all,
one was in a church and I forgot what.
Are y'all all in cahoots? Like y'all really don't want to share, bro? Like, it's plenty of fucking world. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have to go out here and like start killing black people. You know what I'm saying? You go to a predominantly black area. You drove there.
Yep.
You ain't even fucking from the area. You drove in there and you just air the fucking store out. Then you just put the gun down and put your fucking hands up. Shit. I could. Hell nah. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna put your hands up. Shit. It's had to be one person. It ain't had to be a black person.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to take you out, cuz.
Not for you.
You can go ahead.
All right, so it's a lot of things, right? Those who don't know, I am pro 2A. I'm a firearms instructor. I have guns. I'm big about protecting myself and my Second Amendment right? But and I might sound crazy, but what the government is trying to do, right? They're just trying to come up with stricter gun laws. So you got some that are like crazy 2A, and I'm not to that point, nor would I ever be. But they're trying, everything is gun control, right? This motherfucker purchased his firearms legally. He was 18 years old. He passed a background check, the whole nine. Now, the issue comes in, right? I think we can do a better job. Well, not we, but I think the government, right, and police can do a better job as far as trying to prevent shit like this is by paying attention to red flags, right? So last year, before he graduated, this motherfucker was locked up and put in a fucking mental fucking hospital for a day and a half and was released because of some murder-suicide shit that he was talking about and doing. Then he's been making posts and all types of shit on the internet, doing his white supremacy shit, talking about killing this, shooting this, the whole nine. Red flag number 2. And there's people that seen this shit. Red flag number 3. He posted online that he was planning to do this shit in January. Something to the effect of, I hate the security guard at Tops. I'm gonna kill him if I can, if he doesn't kill me first, or some shit like that. He posted that. That's red flag number 3. Then this motherfucker went into the store the day before and was kicked out of there because he told them that he was doing like some census project or some shit because he kept walking in and out of the fucking store. That's a red flag, right? If you pay attention to shit like that, and a lot of people don't, which I think is starting to become more prominent in places of business, like active shooter type shit like that. But I don't think it's honed in enough, because what should have happened was once somebody seen that motherfucker coming in and out of the store and he was asked to leave, I would have called the police then. His ass should have got locked up, right? They should have ran his shit and they seen he would have been to the mental hospital or whatever. They fucking check Instagram, Facebook, and all this other shit for us rapping, got guns in front of the fucking house, the whole nine. Why they not doing the same shit for that?
Usually
I posted a picture on social media not so long ago, and it had all these Caucasian males that carried out some heinous act, whether it was a mass shooting or whatever. The motherfucker in Denver that shot the movie theater up, fucking this dude, the dude that shot up the fucking church, and then you got pictures of Freddie Gray, Breonna Taylor.
I remember it.
They're unarmed, but they're murdered. Unarmed, murder. And it's a trend. It's all black people. They're all unarmed, but they were murdered. But you got all these motherfuckers with these assault rifles and all this other shit. They get away scot fucking free. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Then what makes it worse, Buffalo police was already underneath a lot of scrutiny because an incident happened where a Buffalo police officer kicked a motherfucker in his head and split his shit open. Then you heard about the lady, the fucking 911 operator that hung up on the lady?
I did.
Fucking lady is on 911 saying, ma'am, there's an active shooter inside the fucking...
She was whispering.
She was whispering. Ma'am, it's an active shooter inside the grocery store. I'm whispering right now. I'm in fear for my life. Why are you whispering?
He's right next to me. He's close by. I have to whisper. Well, you need to speak up, and hung up on her ass. You kidding me? She needs to go to fucking jail. Fuck being fired. She needs to go to jail, bro. She needs to go to jail. And to your comment, right, and then I'll wrap it up. There's not enough money or fucking people that want to be a fucking police officer to do what you're talking about.
It's not.
The best way to combat shit like that is arm your fucking civilians. People that are legally law-abiding citizens that is taking the training and they're licensed to carry a concealed firearm. I guarantee you, if that motherfucker was in Texas, some goddamn where, shooting up a fucking grocery store, that shit would have never fucking happened. I can tell you that shit right. They would have aired his ass out.
He might have got maybe 1 or 2 people, and then they'd have been shooting right by.
There's a whole bunch of shit that's in them that's in pro-gun states. Motherfuckers try to shoot up a fucking church. Half the fucking church draw on his ass and air his ass out because they're armed civilians. Like to me, I think that's the only way to do that. The criminal shit is not going to go away. No matter what the fuck the government's going to try to do to try to stop criminals from getting their shit, they're going to get it regardless. There's nothing you can do to take that away. But the best thing you can do is come up with policies, right, to enable your fucking people. Let people apply for their carry and conceal as long as they pass the background checks, but pay more attention to the red flags. Motherfucker post everything on social media. Everything.
Yeah.
This motherfucker been planning this shit for almost a year. And it was all on social media. That's crazy.
And that's what's crazy, because any other time, their motherfucking peoples will pull up on your fucking house like, hey,
quick. Oh, you was doing a music video with all these guns out front. Let's do this. Like, nah, fuck that. The motherfucker was talking about shooting up in school. You crazy as hell, man. Fuck
boy, I tell you, bro. And I'm talking about, and you're talking. Listen to somebody right now who don't even care for guns. Carry the gun every day for 4 years. But I'm like, now, I gotta get some tools in the house, bro. It's too much. I don't know what it means out in public, bro. But I'll be goddamn, bro. I'm gonna be sitting somewhere and I'm just fucking defenseless for somebody who just don't like the way I fucking look.
Wouldn't be me. And this motherfucker had a 180-page manifesto talking about how the white race is pretty much diminishing, is being taken over by other races. He talks all anti-gun shit, all anti-black shit, all of it, like. And what's crazy is if you read it or hear people talking about it, it seems like it's kind of scripted. No bullshit. Everything that the media talks about, whether it's gun laws, the whole Black Lives Matter shit, all that shit, like he had shit like that in his fucking manifesto, and it kind of almost seemed like it was scripted. I watched the fucking video, right? And the motherfucker moves better than some soldiers, bro.
He was moving pretty
and
good.
He was 18 years. That fuck out of here.
He was reloading fast as shit.
Man, sleight of hand like a motherfucker. That motherfucker was going nuts, bro.
So look, just to the audience, man, what y'all think, man? Like, what can be done, man, to stop this shit? Like, I would love for it to stop, but I mean, maybe I'm just asking too much.
It's never going to stop, but you can do shit to mitigate it, right? To reduce the risk, right?
Okay.
So it's always shit like that you can do to mitigate. You can never fully prevent anything from fucking happening. If that was the case, it won't be no motherfucking crime in this goddamn world.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question. What do y'all think? What do y'all think we can do to mitigate this? Do you think that, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that everybody on the train should be tooled up? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that it should be more law enforcement presence? Like, let us know. Yeah. I'm really curious to the answers, but we're gonna move right along, man. We're gonna get into our TV show recaps. So we're gonna get into our We Own the City. So we would have been doing episode 3 last week, but we wasn't here, so we're doing 3 and 4 today. So that's the cover right there. It comes on HBO. Comes on Mondays at 9 p.m. It's based out of Baltimore. If you're living under a rock or you haven't been watching our shit. My man on the top right, John Berthal. My other man to the middle, what's his name?
Marlo.
I think James. It's like James
That
Hector. Or something
motherfucking
like
name
that.
is Marlo.
First of all, I'm just gonna cut it dry. I think the show is whack. I mean, I just think it's whack, dog. Like it's don't get me wrong, it's better. The last episode was better, but it's whack though. it's just really bad acting. It's bad acting by the main character, and it's bad
don't-
acting by Marlo. Marlo's
I don't-
acting is bad, dog.
It's not the acting.
But
It's not the acting.
But then it's like my thing is now, like we're really learning that they're just doing. They're all doing the same thing, and it all draws back to one person. They just either they getting a tip from somebody, or they just sitting back and they watching people that they think might be doing some shit, or you know, kind of pretty much profiling people, and they running up on them and taking this shit. Running up on them, taking their money. Oh, I think it's a gun. And if it ain't no gun, they fucking plant one. God damn. Y'all really terrible like that out here, dog.
Let me tell you something. So, John Berthal, aka Jenkins. This the last 2 episodes, pretty much it was a build up to what the fuck he got to now, which pretty much led him to getting arrested. So when he first joined the force, he got introduced to a corrupt motherfucker. They were just skinning shit off the top. But as the episodes continue and as it progressed through the episode, his corrupt shit got even worse and worse.
That shit started getting extreme.
So, and then what's crazy, then he became the cop hero, right? He was a fan favorite. He could do no wrong. Like when he got promoted to sergeant.
Yep.
Even before he got promoted to sergeant, his captain or some shit brought him into the office. They was complaining, was like, "Hey man, we got these complaints about you." Blah 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 blah. He was like, "We're going to have to suspend you." And they was like, "Ha, psych!" Like they were enabling his behavior.
He had just beat the shit out of somebody.
Then once he got promoted to sergeant, that shit went way through the fucking roof. That whole alpha male, I'm top dog syndrome. This motherfucker was pulling up, driving the Vic like he was like he was fucking the Saratoga or some shit, wilding, pulling up on motherfuckers while they getting arrested, flexing, still doing this wild shit. Then it even got worse when he became the fucking head honcho for the gun task force. To the point that he's simply ignoring no chase laws. Chased the motherfucker in the pedestrian and the residential neighborhood, flipped the fucking car. The whole fucking team searched it. Nothing was in there. He called in his homeboy, was like, "Hey, I need you to come take care of a thing." This motherfucker brought a gun up there, planted it, and had somebody else search it again to make all the other cops look stupid. And he distanced himself, and they find the fucking ratchet.
Shit sitting right on the
and
floor,
fucking plain sight. Nowhere near the car, no none of that shit. So
He did it twice.
They did it twice. And this shit just then he planted drugs on the one motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have nothing. Like this. And the thing about it is, for those who don't know, this shit is based off of true events. True fucking events.
Said the Baltimore police terrible, man.
And then the Freddie Gray shit when the riot started happening. This motherfucker felt like he had to ingest himself. He was like, "We're sitting here." Basically, he was like, "We're sitting here doing nothing." Bullshit. He fucking like rallied up the fucking troops. Man. This motherfucker got in the van and was like, "Let's go." Fucking drove off and shit. Then he got his ass on the fucking front line and was bulldozing people with no riot gear on and everything. This motherfucker's crazy.
He had no fear in his heart.
No fear, no nothing. That motherfucker's ready to go 10 toes down all the time.
And then to make it worse, he go in the back with the midget stripper and then took her money.
Yeah, that's
what type of time you on, bro? Damn.
Bro, man, that motherfucker wild as shit. So, if you don't remember the last 2 episodes, this is a limited series. So there's only 2 episodes left. This is episode 5 that's coming out tonight. So either this shit gotta turn up even more or what? But motherfuckers snitching left and right. This shit better than First 48. Motherfuckers not even getting ultimate feast with chips and shit. They telling for fucking nothing.
And then you got my man on there who said the whole time he was doing this shit, he wasn't even keeping the money.
Yep.
I'm just like, why you ain't just get the fuck out, bro?
You can't. In environments like that, I'm pretty sure you've seen shit like that in the military.
Well, you know what?
It's the same shit. You got one motherfucker that everybody likes, but they fear him, right?
Well, you know what?
So whatever the fuck he says he's gonna do. Yeah. The same shit in sports, colleges, the military, jobs, police force, that shit's everywhere.
now that I think about it, it's like, well, who was you gonna go to?
Yeah, he can't go to nobody.
Yeah, who were you
The
gonna
fucking
go to?
the chick from I forgot her name. I think her name is Steele in the fucking movie. The black chick from fucking Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
She went to the fucking police chief and he's like, yeah, I know I got a problem, but there's nothing I can do. I can't replace him. It's my predecessor's fucking fault. And then he was like, then when he's like, when the next mayor gets elected, I'm out. And they bring somebody else in and shit continue. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life. Like that shit's going on repeat. That shit's on repeat, bro.
It's pretty bad,
bro.
but
that shit crazy.
But yeah, it's like, come on, man.
So we'll see, man. I'm kind of interested to see how it's gonna end, right? Or what the fuck is going to happen. But
listen, right now the show is getting a 5 out of 10. They're gonna have to turn all the way to fuck up these last 2 for me.
Well, you keep saying it's bad acting. It's not bad acting.
No, first of all,
Marlo was the same type of. He acted the same way in fucking The Wire.
I just feel like he be staring too much.
That's just his mannerism. He reminds me of a black Ben Stiller for clear, dry eyes. Like that motherfucker, he doesn't have no tone in his voice. The pitch doesn't change.
I'm like, what you looking at, bro?
Like that motherfucker, that's just him. But what's throwing you off is you're just used to him being the bad guy. That's what the fuck it is.
He was a cop in Bosch. He was better. He wasn't that good in Bosch either. He wasn't that good in Bosch. He was better than this.
Yeah, but like even still, but he's acting the same way he did in fucking The Wire. The same exact way. And the reason why fucking Berthold is throwing you the fuck off because he's doing too much. It's not his acting.
He is doing a lot.
It's not his acting, but it's the character he's portraying. Motherfuckers saying he's doing that shit too good. Cause they was like, damn, is this motherfucker really like this for real life?
He just need to get that walk together. I was like, nigga, is your leg hurting or something? He was. Strong walk head ass. All right. So we got our last movie recommendation. Recommend if you dare. Netflix's Our Father.
Man, Lord have mercy.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna show you this creepy guy here. This shit is not for the faint of heart. Do you understand me?
No. All right, so just give you a background. Our Father. Our Father is about a fertility doctor named Donald Klein. I think that motherfucker was in Indianapolis, some fucking weird. So Dr. Klein opened up a fertility clinic in 1979. And he inseminated women with his own sperm until 1986. Now, the problem with that is, 1, they didn't know. 2, he's telling them that the sperm donors are random. So now what happened was one female did that 1, 2, 3 and me shit and found out she got 40-something half siblings all in like a fucking 200-mile radius close to her. And then it just keep getting more and more. Then it should just start spreading. So then what end up happening is this motherfucker has over 90 fucking kids.
94 and counting.
And still counting.
And his excuse is like, these women were coming to me begging for kids.
Yep.
And first and foremost, let's just see how the movie starts off. The movie starts off, you just see this dark office. And then you see this fucking gray headed hair, this motherfucking hair moving. This nigga jacking his dick.
Yep.
And then just take the fucking cap, bow, smack it on the table. Nigga, why you smacking that shit like that, bro? So look, this is the creepy part about this shit is, so these ladies is coming in, right? And he's like, you stay here, I'll be with you in a moment. And then he going in the room, jacking his dick, and then coming in right after and putting it in. Yep. So they looking at it as like, nigga, if you're telling me you just busted a nut 2 minutes ago, you still got sex on your mind. So they could be looking at that shit, could be looked at as rape. You had a lady, she was like, so I've basically been raped 15 times.
Yep.
I'm like, 15?
Yep. And what's crazy is, right, like, first of all, back then, they don't have the shit that they had now. So you got to keep sperm a certain temperature and all this other shit. This one lady was transporting them shits in her bra from the motherfucking hospital. But his clients didn't know that he was doing that shit.
His main man didn't know.
So the bad thing about it is, so with the laws, how they were set up right now, He was never charged with fucking rape. And it was extremely hard to charge him with rape because Indiana does not have a specific law that considered what he was doing a sexual violation. So what he got charged with was just fucking fraud shit, more so than rape shit.
Got a $500 fine.
Yeah, like a $500 fine.
Slap on the wrist. Don't do it.
Slap
Don't do
on
it
the
no
fucking
more.
wrist.
And then motherfuckers was supporting this shit. Like, oh, he's a good man. Like, it's some cult shit, bro. What's that shit they called it? Start with a G. It was like it was a reason why he was doing it.
But then they try to tie it to like not white supremacy, but like almost kind of sort of like Adolf Hitler type mind
Try
frame.
to tie it to some
Because all his fucking kids had blonde hair, blue eyes, the whole shit. But since then the laws changed, right?
They said it's still not a federal law.
It's still not a federal law, but the state law, they pretty much made it illegal for fertility. It's like a fertility fraud law, so you can't use your own semen in a fertility clinic anymore without the patient's consent now.
So,
but this other motherfuckers out here like that.
Oh yeah, it was multiple other doctors that was caught doing the same shit.
Yeah,
like,
they said it's another one on HBO called Baby God, but I haven't seen that one yet. And it says pretty much the same shit, but it's in Nevada.
So I think I tell you the part that's the worst out of the whole thing for me. One is his whole mannerism towards the shit. He really was off some like I don't give a fuck type deal.
Yeah, because the one girl that was like her, that was like who started the shit. He was just like, please don't tell him, please don't talk. Like it's gonna ruin my wife and my life and my marriage. Please don't do that. She was like, no, fuck you. Like you fucked me over.
But
like,
that's not even the worst part though. The worst part is he had underlying health problems.
Yes, so
that's the worst part.
So all of them has his ailments.
All of them have some type of illness from here. Motherfuckers,
it's like a blood disease.
He had autoimmune disease.
Autoimmune disease. There's a whole bunch of other shit.
All fucking 90 of them have some type of fucking internal health issue because he technically would have not even been qualified to do it.
Yep.
That's the worst part. That's crazy.
And then like some of them are like suffering bad.
Yeah, like
suffering like really, really bad. The other shit was crazy is the broad, her and her kids, like she met a neighbor at like a soccer game or some shit in the neighborhood, and like their kids started to play together, and they found out they were siblings. Bro, I would have fucked cuz up, bro.
I'm just like, nobody went to his body, dog.
Like that motherfucker walked away unscathed.
94 kids, dog. Like
and counting. And counting.
What that child support looking like?
Man. Yeah, you ain't paying child support.
And then you gotta think about it. So they say you only supposed to like one person can only do 3.
Yep.
Because if you keep doing all in the same fucking area, you'll fuck around and this couple of meet and get married, not even knowing they related.
Sister, yep.
Be on some
that's why they do it like the way that they do. Shit crazy.
Man.
It's another one that I think you should watch.
I can only do
not like this. Another some of the Candy on Hulu. Watch it. You got Jessica Biel in it. Watch it.
It's new or old?
It's new.
I got a question for you too.
Oh, shit.
Because we get ready to wrap it up. I got one. I asked my wife this other night. We was high. What movie and what scene have you seen in your life that gets you choked up and makes you tear up?
None.
Not one movie.
No, I don't cry. I've never cried in no movie. Never.
You ain't never teared up.
Nope.
You ain't have not one movie ever choked you up. Not one.
Nope. I shit you not. And Tasha hates it. I didn't even cry when my children were born.
I ain't cry either, but shit, I was happy as fuck.
I was happy too, but I didn't choke up.
Oh,
Ralph, I thought it was 200 million.
I thought it was 200 mil.
I thought it was 200 mil.
We'll just bring it in. Sources says Washington Commanders spent 200 mil on land in Virginia.
Yeah, but they were talking about that shit last.
Who gives a fuck? I'm not going to the game anyway. Not one movie, bro. I would have asked y'all this.
So what movie was it for you?
I got a lot, but there's one that's
fucking
like
cry, baby.
No. It's not that. It's just certain ones. Certain ones that's like real touch real close. So like I would say, if I have to pick a military movie that's really crazy, it's called The Outpost on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, check it out. They pretty much they were somewhere over in the Middle East, and they were in this outpost that was at the bottom of a fucking hill.
Corngold Valley. Corngold Valley.
Yeah, at the bottom of a hill, the motherfuckers could just stand over it like they fucking in a barrel and just fucking shoot at them. And the shit just started getting crazy. The one guy, people was getting fucked up, and they weren't trying to let him help. Yep. And he was like, I need help. And the guy's over there bleeding out. So he gets over to him, and then he dies. And then at the end of the whole thing, once they get out, he goes to talk to medical. And they start asking him what was going on, and he just started losing it. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh wait, chill." So it felt
that movie didn't tear me up, but it pissed me off. I got mad. Same thing with Restrepo. You seen Restrepo?
No,
Restrepo is pretty much similar too.
Okay.
But that's like a whole bunch of soldier footage that's made into a documentary. So Restrepo was good too. But no, I didn't tear up on that. I just got pissed.
So I'm gonna give you two
because
more.
I was there when that shit happened. Not at the but I was in the same country when shit happened.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna give you two more. Second one is which one is it? Flight.
Denzel Washington.
What
part did you cry on that?
When he admit, I didn't cry, nigga. I said tear up. It's just a difference.
Crying, motherfucker.
No, tear. Just one tear of. I feel you. When he admitted. When he admitted that he was drinking, I was like, damn, bro. And the nigga started sweating this shit. I was like, who acts like this, bro?
Only Denzel, but you teared up.
Yeah, bro. That shit was crazy.
What's that?
But I was getting fried. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was in my heavy drinking days. So I felt them.
Okay.
And the number one joint, number one, Captain Phillips. When he in the capsule, right before they kill all three of the dudes at the same time, and he had the little meltdown at the end.
What?
That joint had me fucked up.
Nah, motherfuckers like movies like that get me mad.
That had me fucked up.
I didn't tear up. Like one day I'm tell you what, I don't know what the fuck type shit I was on.
This nigga did tear. I be lying to you.
I'm not, bro. I promise you. Ask my wife. One day, I don't know what I was on some Black Panther shit one year. I watched all the fucking episodes of Shaka Zulu. I watched Amistad. I watched Roots. I watched American History X. I watched Malcolm X. And it was one more. Man, I hated everybody for like 3 weeks. But shit like that don't piss me off. I mean, they don't make me tear up. It just makes me mad.
Honestly, bro, if I have to
it makes me like really, really mad.
If I have to pick one of those type of movies that make me mad, I had to say Detroit.
That's the joint when he got shot, right? At the train station?
No, they was in they had like a pop gun, a flare, like a fake gun or something. They shot it, and the police thought they were shooting at them. They ran up in there. And they was like, they ended up like killing a couple of them. This shit was crazy. I would look that up. But yeah, Captain Phillips. I want to know what movie y'all watch that just kind of get you just a tad bit choked up. I ain't saying crying. If you crying, I ain't crying. I'm just breaking a couple of gangster tears.
I haven't teared up.
Let me know.
I'm not lying. Like I would admit if I cried in a movie, but I've never.
Hey, look.
Boy.
Look, that's all we got, man. Look.
No, wait a minute. That joke.
I almost got away.
You almost got away. You ready? This gonna be a good one.
He's pouring more of his tonic. He just took a shot. He's ready.
So, why did Winnie and Pooh didn't stay together? Because Pooh shiesty. What the fuck was that? That motherfucker. Yeah. Because Pooh shiesty. I got another one. I went to the kitchen. I went to the kitchen and knocked on the refrigerator. Tasha was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Because the salad's dressing."
This nigga laughing at his own shit. Look, that's all we got, y'all. We're gonna put this out tomorrow. Make sure y'all share, subscribe,
That shit was
support
funny.
episode 95. The race to 100 episodes is upon us.
Oh,
Stand by this.
shit.
Hey, honestly, at this point, if we keep it up, it's gonna put us at Father's Day, right?
Shit, it might.
That's a 2-year anniversary. If it lands when this shit started,
Turn up is
it's
real.
gonna be fucking crazy.
It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be crazy. Stand by to stand by. That's all we got though. We're gonna be gone. Captain out.